Hey guys, how's it going? Sports Game of Fever here on the day of the actual trade deadline in the NHL and the real NHL that is, and what some great deals. Me being a Bruins fan, I'm happy with what the Bruins did. Predators far off the best deals in my opinion, but I'm going to have a separate video on that. I guess I'll put the link in the description or in the or something on this video, so yeah, look for that, or just go to my page if I forget somehow, but you'll see that video there hopefully tonight or tomorrow. But anyway, we're gonna do our own little fake trade deadline here, and yeah, so I'll just jump into this instead of talking about the real trade deadline. Like I said, I'll get to that in a different video, but let's look at trade negotiations. Here we go. We got 2 cell phones, and basically I'm just going to lay down the game plan right here. We need defense. We definitely need defense, and I'm willing to sacrifice some offense for defense here. I'd be willing to sacrifice, like in real life, Jeff Carter, because we got Brassard coming up, and he will be the first line, he'll be like the first line center, and he'll be ready to do that next year, I think, because he'll be like 84, 85. I know that's not typically a first-line center in this game, but I feel that his offensive skills are ready to be for the first line. Like, you don't necessarily need good defensive skills to be a first-line center. So, we're going to look into that, and we need defense. We got Volchenkov. He's the only real good defenseman we have. And the Bruins got Greg Zanin. And I'm going to look at him, because he's a solid defenseman. He is a solid defensive defenseman, and he can really help us out. And I'm not necessarily going to look for superstars. I'm going to look for just depth and defense. I mean, maybe some 85 overalls, because that will put us in shape for next year. We're looking at next year. We're not going to make the playoffs, so let's get right into it. Anaheim calling us here with the deal for Ibanez. They're going to give us a center and a fifth. We'd have to give up, but let's check out this guy. I just want to, see what we're getting ourselves into. Ooh, I kind of like that, I must admit. But, let's just look at who else we have for centers. We got Jeff Carter. Because we got that kid Johansson here. And he's a year younger. He has better, potential. I don't think we need this guy, especially giving up Van as a good tough guy. We're giving ourselves some toughness and a fifth. A fifth is pretty steep. I'm going to have to say no to that. But let's go to a team with pretty good defensemen. Like I said, we want to go for Zanin. Let's see Zanin, who is in Minnesota. And I don't know how, I'm going to try to take a while on this, to be honest. I want to, take my time with this. So this might be 2 videos. Hopefully not. Hopefully I can get it in one video. But if this is 2 videos, I guess sorry and not sorry, because you might like it being 2 videos. But, I don't think Zanin's here. I think they traded him away. Wow, but Schultz. Schultz is somebody got. Forget, I think it was the Oilers got Schultz today. So we can look at him, 84 defenseman, kind of like Zanin. Probably that kind of level of player. You look at his defensive skills, not really paying attention to his offense, because that's bringing his overall down. But you look at his athleticism is pretty good, especially like in the categories that matter for him, like balance, durability, endurance, strength, poise, and then you look at his defensive skills. This is a guy we could really use. This is really a guy we could use, and he's 27. And his trade value isn't that high. And then Schultz, this is the real Schultz that was traded. In we don't need him. We want this Schultz, because I believe he might still be able to improve. Yeah, C's. He'll improve. He'll be an 85 maybe next year. So let's try to get Schultz, and we can get somebody else out of this too. I forget who we have for draft picks. We might want to trade for a draft pick. Yeah, fifth is our best. We could trade Schultz. We could get Schultz in a first-round pick for Carter. Maybe even a little bit more, which would be maybe kind of pushing it. But I'm willing to try. Because let's just take a look at Brassard. We're not trading him. 85 already. B minus, B minus. Look at those offensive stats. Yeah, he's ready to be our first line center. So we're going to trade away Carter, I think. And yeah, we can definitely. I think we can push out maybe another draft pick. Or let's just look at defensemen really quick. Just take a look at see what's here. Yeah, I don't think we're really going to get anybody else who's really going to help us. Let's see this Scandella guy, 80 overall, B-, B-. Ooh. This guy could be... I'm willing to try for this guy instead of a pick, which wouldn't really help us in this franchise. It would help in the future, but if we were playing 10 years, then that would help us. But if we're playing for the 3 years after this season that we have, Scandella will help us. I'm going to go for him. I think... I like this deal because we're getting Schultz, very underrated in the trade value. Then we're getting a first rounder, and then we're getting Scandella. And we're really looking for Dean. We're trading away Jeff Carter. I think we can do this. Let's try it. Yes, it went through. I mean, they're saying, ooh, we got away with a good deal. I think that's a good deal for us. That's a really good deal for us. I think that needed to be done. So I hope you guys don't think I went too far. But, alright, so we got 2 defensemen. I mean, one's NHL ready, one needs the rest of this year in the minors. But, so let's look for some more D. Let's look for a surplus of defense. Dallas has a surplus of defense, so does Colorado, but let's go, ooh, Goligoski. But he's going to be a lot. But, he's there. Let's take a look at defensemen here. Goligoski, maybe, Fistrick. Let's see what his overall is. 83. Again, his offense sucks. Flat out, it sucks. Like, look at, you got 68s in there. I mean, his power is good, but that's it. But then look at his defensive stats. That's the kind of defenseman we need. And we could definitely get this guy for somebody very little. We could maybe trade away 2 crappy defensemen for him. Like, let's see, Hannon, 83 over. I don't want to give him up. Maybe, I don't think so anyway. Actually, I could do that. He's 34. Fistrick, what did it say, 26? Yeah, he's 26. I'd be willing to do that. I'd definitely be willing to do that. Yeah, let's try that. Actually, we might need to give him a little bit more. You know what? Let's give him a draft pick. Not this year, though. I'd be willing to give him a 4th. Let's try that. Let's try this. Veterans like Scott Hannon could be an asset to any team, but Dallas is looking to grow with younger talent. We must decline. All right. All right, I can respect that. I mean, they said we gave him a good deal, but, you know, they just want to keep their younger players. That's A-okay with me. I said A-okay. I can't believe I just said that. But anyway, we've made the only deal so far, and I think that was a good deal. I think that was a good deal for us. You guys may have different opinions. Ooh, Minnesota calling us back. Who do they want? They want a lot of wingers. No. Why would we want these guys? I mean, look at this. This is just a crappy throw. These are like all throwing guys. We're not trying to get throwing guys. I'm sorry. We're trying to get defensemen too. So, I said the Avalanche had some good defensemen, or they're looking to trade away defense. That's their surplus. Ooh, Eric Johnson's here. Wow, if we got this guy, but we'd have to trade away Nash. We'd have to trade away a lot of people who Nash did. Did not get traded today. But just throw that in there. Let's see, this guy, 84 overall, Grossman? Yeah, Grossman. Oh, look at that! Look at that athleticism, and he has pretty good defensive. Look at that. He's got a solid defensive. He sucks offensively, but we don't need offense of our defenseman. We got our offenseman for offense, you know. And look at his trade value too. I mean, that's not too high. Let's look at Wilson, who's a couple years younger. He's not as good. I mean, does he have better potential? He has slightly better potential, but he's not going to be anything special. So let's go for Grossman. I like this here. And then we trade away Hannon for him. I'd be willing to do that. And then I'd even throw in the pick just to make it worthwhile to them, since we're offering. That's kind of like what you want to do. You throw in a pick. I throw in the 5th. I wouldn't throw in the 4th. I'll throw in the 5th. And they're looking for younger players. That's okay. That's okay. So it looks like this will be like 2 videos because because it's getting there. I'm just going to record this all in one video, and then I'll probably chop it in half at one point, so sorry if it suddenly ends, like, right in mid-sentence. But, as we are past 10 minutes now. But, let's look for other people. I mean, I might try for Dallas again, maybe, but, let's just take a look and see, who else is willing to trade away some defensemen. Philadelphia has some defense to trade away. Let's just keep looking. Pittsburgh has some defense to trade away. San Jose has some defense to trade away. Anything else? Washington and Winnipeg. Ooh, Winnipeg traded Oduya today. That was a surprise to me. I didn't see that coming. I don't know if there were reports from wherever you live that he might be on the trade, on the trading block, but I didn't see that coming. But anyway. See, we got Mark Stewart here. He's pretty good. He's a former Bruin, like 83 overall. But look at the defensive skill, and then he's got okay athleticism. He's not somebody we're looking for, though. I must say, we're not looking for him. I wanted to look at Philly, or actually San Jose first. We'll give San Jose the first look because I'm not really a big Philly fan. Sorry. But you got Murray here. Douglas Murray. I mean, look at those defensive stats. I mean, those are really good defensive stats. I mean, the awareness is kind of down, and the fighting skill doesn't really matter. Just look at the stick checking, look at the shot blocking, look at the body checking, aggressiveness. This could be a potential second or third, probably more like third line defenseman, and I want to take him. I'm going for him. Well, actually, let's just take a look at what Philly has to offer first. We're not gonna look at Pittsburgh, I don't think. Pronger, Mazzaros, Carl, Frazier? I don't know. 81 overall. No, we're not looking for this guy. I know that goes against what I was saying, but his name doesn't really pop out to me, so I don't think he'd be that great. We'll look at Pittsburgh, see what they have to offer in the defensive category. Letang, Michalek, or whatever, sorry. Orpik. I mean, he's decent. I mean, he's an 85 overall, but look at those defensive skills. And he has the athleticism. I mean, what we'd have to trade away for him, though, is kind of scary. He's a bit too much. I'm sorry, he's a bit too much. But, I just exited that. But, let's, who are we going for in San Jose, right? That's St. Louis. San Jose. Not goalies, defensemen. It was Murray. Yeah, let's go for Murray. And then I think we could trade away Hannon, and that could be a pretty equal deal. I'll throw in the pick. Make sure it goes through. I think that's a 5th rounder. Yeah. At this point in time, the San Jose Sharks are not open to trading away our veterans, so we must say no. I mean, I could kind of respect that, but we're giving you a veteran too. I don't know what they're talking about there. So it's probably going to get cut off here, just letting you guys know. So yeah. In fact, I'll cut it, and then I'll come back.